Welcome, everyone. It's Peggy Hall from thehealthyamerican.org. This is breaking news. I'm coming to you late on you can see it's nighttime here, coming to you late on Wednesday, June 23rd. It's about 10:30 at night. And I just had time now to view all of the footage of the Orange County Board of Supervisors meeting that was held yesterday, June 22nd. I was unable to attend because I'm embroiled in my own lawsuit against my own city and soon to be a lawsuit against the Board of Supervisors. This is going to happen. And I know that they're listening to us because they are responding to a lot of our concerns. And I want to clear up a couple of things. I listened also to the testimony of many of you, which is awesome. And I want to explain a couple of things. And I want to explain a couple of things to this chairman of the board and also to Don Wagner. And whether you live in Orange County or California, it doesn't, those differences don't matter, because what I'm about to explain, you can apply in your situation as well. So the number one thing that has to be understood is that no health department policy, protocol, strategy, recommendation, guideline, proclamation, resolution, rule, measure, strategy, none of that matters. None of that matters, because none of that is law. These OSHA regulations are not laws, all right? A regulation can only be carried out to uphold and enforce statutory law. What is a statutory law? That is a law that is passed by your legislative body. No laws were passed to this effect of the emergency or any of this other hogwash. So the other thing I want to make clear, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about what these ridiculous servants are doing. They don't even understand the law. All right, let me share my screen, because I just, I am absolutely outraged. This individual here, Andrew Doe, is the communist born, all right? He was born in Vietnam, right? Communist, am I wrong? Communist born. As the health officer, Chow, both came from communist countries. Didn't they come to this country for freedom? So this fellow that you're seeing here on the screen, Supervisor Doe, Andrew Doe, he just went on record, and I'm going to make another video tomorrow, but I'm so incensed that I cannot let this go. So I made a lot of notes of what he said here right near the end. And you can see the web address if you want to watch this as well. He said that we cannot pick and choose what laws that we are going to follow, and that this board has to follow the law. And then he used the word guidance. All of these health department edicts are guidance. They are not law, and they are not enforceable by law. There is no code of law attached to it. So he is so ignorant that he doesn't even understand the difference between guidance and a law. And he says, then they go on record to say that they are extending this local health emergency that they keep calling the state of emergency. Hello, supervisors, you are not in a state of emergency. You are in a local health emergency. California Health and Safety Code, my gosh, I've been saying this for over a year. Over a year, California Health and Safety Code 101080. Look it up. It's there. Why these yahoos can't look it up, I don't know why. I've been going in front of them week after week after week with the testimony. The testimony's over. It's going to be a lawsuit. California Health and Safety Code 101080 says that the local health emergency that this board agreed to, that this board ratified, this board has the obligation by law to terminate at the earliest date that the conditions warrant, not when they get the money. They went on record saying that they are extending this emergency in order to get the money. That is called fraud. Fraud is a felony. A felony carries a prison sentence. Please, you guys, if you are interested, go to thehealthyamerican.org. Actually, go to freedomforcalifornia.org or my YouTube channel. I have all of my videos of my testimony to this Board of Supervisors, where I'm just laying out law after law after law after law after law after law after law that they're violating. They are in violation of the law. It doesn't matter what the California Department of Health says. It doesn't matter what the governor says. It doesn't matter what this health officer says. There is a law, California Government Code 37100. I have that on a t-shirt. I've done many videos about California Government Code 37100 says that no law is valid in California. No ordinance, no policy, no order, no measure, no protocol, no rule. None of these things are valid if they violate the California Constitution. And I've done so many videos, my head's going to explode. You guys, you have the right to life. Life requires oxygen. No legal authority can restrict you to your breathing, period. These guys are jokers. And then to go on record to say that they want to extend, they're calling it the state of emergency. They don't even know the difference between the state of emergency and a local health emergency. A local health emergency can be called under California Health and Safety Code 10-1080. Let's do a billboard. 10-1080, you guys, put it on a bumper sticker, put it on a t-shirt. It's in all of California, not just Orange County. California Health and Safety Code, repeat after me, 10-1080 gives this board authority to proclaim a local health emergency and to terminate a local health emergency. It's not a state of emergency. A state of emergency can only be called by the governor. And the governor can only call a state of emergency when there are enough counties that are in a local health emergency. And you don't get to extend the local health emergency for convenience. The law states, California, what is it? 10-1080, California Health and Safety Code 10-1080 requires this board to terminate this at the earliest date that the conditions warrant, not when the money runs out. These guys are absolutely in over their head. They don't even know what they're talking about. Don Wagner is trying, because I think he wants to be governor. He keeps kicking the can to the state, saying that the state is making all the mistakes. Wagner, you don't even know the law. You keep saying that the county is following the science. We don't run a government on the science. We run a government on the law, and you are in violation of the law. You all are going to be sued. And I am putting forth my formal notice of claim against this county for all of these violations, including this latest one against you, Andrew Doe, stating that you are going to have people attest to the fact of their own private medical condition, whether they got the needle or not. Are you out of your mind? And then you want people to cover their breath, cover their only 2 airways of breathing if they can't attest to it. And then Foley wants you to put this attestation under perjury, under threat of perjury. Even Andrew Doe said that's not in the law. She wants to create her own law. You guys are absolutely runaway lunatics. There was somebody that came onto that made their testimony earlier. I know who she is, Patty, and I even did a video here, a live video to show that. She called these guys out. I want you to see that video. It's on my Facebook page, and she's absolutely right. So this Doe came from Vietnam, came from a communist country. I simply don't understand it. He wants to continue that way in the United States. And then the health of, I know my poor animals are getting all upset because I'm getting upset. I'm just not going to stand for this any longer, you guys. Come on. Over a year ago, I thought I would just point out the laws that they were violating. And then to go even further, Frank Kim, the CEO, who is an unelected highest official, he's like the governor of the county, unelected Frank Kim, making violating the law upright, left, up and down, left. I can't even speak. I'm so upset. And Leon Page, I am calling you out. You are giving the worst legal advice. You are going to be held responsible for all of this unlawful advice that you are advising this board on. You are absolutely out of line. And I know that you know that I know, because we have had phone calls together. Early on, I thought that you were an ally, and I explained to you that California 10-1080 had to be adhered to. It was because of me calling you that it got on the agenda, period. You guys hadn't even voted on it. And I brought that law to your attention, and you continue to violate it over a year. You are going to be held responsible, Leon Page and Frank Kim, and every single one of you on that board. Katrina Foley, you don't make law. So this, we're going to put it under perjury. You don't even have the authority to do that. Andrew Doe, you said that you want to uphold the law. You don't even understand the law. Why don't you just spend 5 minutes? How about 1 minute? That's all it takes to read California Health and Safety Code 10-1080. You are obligated by law to terminate that. And then you had this debate, well, it's not going to change anything the way that we're living. It doesn't matter if it's going to change any way that we're living. What matters is that you follow the law. Can I run a stop sign because nobody's there? No, I have to abide by the law, and so do you. I am not done with you yet. You are getting a notice of claim, and you are getting a lawsuit against every single one of you in your professional capacity and outside of your professional capacity, because you are operating outside of your oath of office. That is the only obligation that you have for us as individuals, as our public servants. Stop calling it a democracy. It is not a democracy. It is not a democratic process. It is a constitutional republic, and you are representatives. You don't even know how this country operates. Why don't you go back and learn the Constitution before you sit in that seat one more time? I've had it, you guys. You know that I've had it, and I need your help. I'm going to be doing these lawsuits. If you would go to thehealthyamerican.org, please make a donation. I'm going to have a separate page coming up soon. We are taking this to court. We are taking it to federal court. These guys are going to be held responsible for every violation that they have done, including violating my religious liberty. Here's another law for you guys. California 12926Q. How can you understand that one? It's easy enough to memorize. California Government Code 12926Q states that I have the protected right to not cover my face. It uses those words, face covering. Can you get it through your thick skulls? You are in violation of the law. We, the people, are not going to stand for it. See you in a couple of weeks and see you in court. I've had it, you guys. Thank you for being on board with me, thehealthyamerican.org. I need your help.